Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is the Cuisinart Convection Breadmaker. It makes up to a 2-pound loaf. It's really great for consumers who want to make fresh homemade bread but are kind of afraid of the whole process of doing it. We make it really easy for you. First and foremost, you have 3 bread sizes. So you can make a 1 pound, 1.5 pound, or 2-pound loaf. You have the option of making light, medium, or dark crusts. And because I mentioned it's convection, it actually circulates the air around the bread, which makes for a better finished crust. It has 16 programmable options, and I want to call out a couple of them. First and foremost are our exclusive options, which are low carb and gluten-free, because a lot of people are following a gluten-free diet. And you also have everything from white bread to wheat bread to rapid French or Italian, and also even artisan doughs. You have the mix it in option when you want to add extra ingredients like cheese or tomatoes or who knows, nuts if you're going to make a nut bread. The lid is removable if you wish, and also the bread pan comes out just by pulling up. And in here we have our paddle, which is also removable, and you'll have the option during the process of removing that so that your bread doesn't have a hole in the bottom when it's finished. So let's start making some bread. Today we're going to make beer bread, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's really easy to do. So first let's start with our ingredients. This is our water. Put that in the bottom. Next is the beer, and we just put it right in, bottom also. Next is the salt, sugar, and then the flour. I'm going to do this by using a scoop because I don't want to make a mess. So just put that in. The one thing I want to mention is that it's important to put the ingredients in the way our IB states it, because it's important to get a really perfect finished bread when you're done. And the last ingredient is the yeast. We're going to add that to the top. We're going to close the lid, and now we're going to program it. It's really simple. First, we're going to do our loaf size. We just press the button here, and we're going to go to 1.5. And today we're going to pick our crust size. I'm going to do medium, so you just move the button once and it goes to medium. And then we're going to do menu. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do a white. So we're just going to move this until it gets to number 1. So there you go, 1. And then all we do is hit the start button. And it's going to start making bread. Look at this beautiful beer bread. It'll go great with any type of grilled meat, especially sausages and mustard. And it was so easy to do. You really don't have to be a chef in the kitchen to make beautiful homemade bread every day with the Cuisinart Convection Breadmaker.
Nothing beats the delicious taste of homemade bread, and with the Tower Digital Breadmaker, you get perfect results every time. All the mixing, proving and baking takes place in this easy to control unit, and all without the preservatives that you'd normally find in store-bought loaves. There's something for everyone. With 17 automatic programs, including a gluten-free option, simply add your ingredients, select a program, and let the machine do all the hard work for you. All the programs are accessible from touch controls and the LCD display. Every detail is catered for with the Tower Digital Breadmaker. You can bake loaves in 3 different sizes. There's 500 grams, 750 grams, and 1 kilogram. And if you're fussy about your crusts, that's no problem. With the adjustable crust control, you can choose light, medium, or dark. The automatic dispenser built into the Breadmaker adds fruits, nuts, and dry ingredients at just the right time in the cooking process. So have fun experimenting with wholemeal, seeded, granary, buns, rolls, and much more. Also included is a measuring cup and spoon helping you to accurately measure and pour your ingredients directly into the tin. And the useful glass window provides a great view of your loaf baking to perfection. There's a 15-hour delay function, so you can time your loaf to be ready exactly when you want it to be. But just in case you can't get to your loaf straight away, the 60-minute keep warm function will keep your loaf nice and warm for that little while longer. Tower has over 100 years experience of quality and design, and that's why this Breadmaker has the fantastic 3-year guarantee. So if you want to make your own delicious homemade bread, the Tower gluten-free digital Breadmaker is for you.
A great loaf has a crisp crust, is evenly and well risen, has a nice dome top, an open texture, and has doubled in size. Baking the loaf on too low a setting results in a pale, open texture. Too high a setting will mean the crust is too tough. Adding too much yeast means that the loaf rises too early and then sinks. Adding too little water might mean that the ingredients aren't mixed properly, creating an uneven, dense texture. Too much water might result in a texture that's too open and airy. Flour absorption rates vary. Use a high protein content flour and add the miller's recommended amount of water.
Zojirushi's flagship bread maker is the new Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus, a fully automatic appliance geared towards making anyone an expert home baker. The bread maker features 14 pre-programmed course settings that alter the kneading, rising, and baking functions based on the type of bread to be made, ranging from classic white and European breads to health-conscious options like whole wheat, rapid whole wheat, multigrain, gluten-free, salt-free, sugar-free, and vegan. In addition to loaves, the flexible Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus bread maker makes dough, sourdough starter, cake, and jam. Along with the pre-programmed courses, the machine comes with a special homemade course, which allows you to input your own knead, rise, and bake times in 3 available memory settings. This bread maker also gives you the option to choose a light, medium, or dark crust color, and features an additional heating element in the lid, which promotes even baking and browning. Like all of Zojirushi's 2-pound bread makers, the Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus uses a removable non-stick coated baking pan to hold all ingredients, and dual kneading blades to thoroughly mix ingredients for superior results. Both the pan and blades are easy to clean and are BPA-free. The simplified LCD control panel and convenient key code make it easy to choose the course setting and set the optional 13-hour delay timer. Accessories include a full-color recipe book with 50 delicious recipes, a liquid measuring cup, nested measuring cups for dry ingredients, and a measuring spoon. Zojirushi, inspirations from everyday life.